Yeah, we're getting it started. We're just going to jump right in. I know we have some more guests joining shortly. I want to
hmm
honor the people who are here early and just dive right into the good stuff. We're going to have our note takers. Yeah, we're getting it started. We're just going to jump right in. We'll have our note takers
I
go
know we have
into the
some more
background.
guests joining shortly. I
And
want to
now
honor the
here, do
people
you
who
guys
are
see
here
the
early
feedback or
and
just
just
me?
dive right into the good
Oh no,
stuff.
we're
We're going to
going.
have
We're
our
pumping. We're live. All right. So hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the Conscious Entrepreneur Podcast. Today, I'm joined by my soul brother, my friend, the one and only Yogi. So say what's up, Yogi.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you all doing pretty good. What's up, Chantel? What's up, Swami?
Yogi Raj.
So we're just going to have a casual conversation and some fire gems that are going to be dropped on this short conversation. I I'll share you a little bit about how I met Yogi, how we got here, and why this conversation had to happen today, not tomorrow, and not wait another day. Um, and I have some goodies for those of you who stay all the way. We have some amazing gifts and value bombs that are going to be dropped on this conversation. We're going to be here with 30 to 45 minutes. Go with the flow with it to offer massive value. So I met Yogi at Myron Golden's mastermind. And so Wealth Acceleration Live was the subject of the event. And it wasn't about making more money or more impact alone. It was about making it faster, about
Yeah.
honoring the number one resource that we have in our lifetime, which is our time, our attention. And what better way to collapse timelines than to have this incredible webinar automated system. So I talked to Yogi just briefly, and he shared with me, his vulnerable story, but also the insane results that he's getting with webinars and ads for his clients. And I'm like, I need to know more because I've been doing my own, theta healing workshops, weekly live webinars for the last 3 months, and many of you have been part of it in the community, and I'm going to continue to do them. Um, but not to 100K months consistently. And I know that he knows some things that I don't know. So I wanted to take the advantage of the opportunity to take advantage of Yogi. I'm just kidding. I won't take advantage of him, but we will take advantage of his knowledge. And so I'm going to ask some selfish questions and share the gems. And then Yogi has some gifts for everyone in the community. And I have some gifts for everyone as well, because we got some exciting updates from the community on your side as well. So with all that being said, thank you, Yogi, for being here, gracing us with your presence. I know that community members have been so stoked to meet you. Some of them showed up, many of them showed up early for this call just to be here in the room with you live. So again, gratitude, brother. And so tell me a little bit, for those who don't know what it is that you do in the world, who are you? What do you do for people and all that good jazz?
Okay. What's up? I see Lauren. What's her name? Lauren?
It's Laverne.
Lauren. Okay. Sorry for mispronouncing
It's
it.
Laverne. Yeah.
Okay, how are you guys doing? So yeah, just a quick introduction about myself. Again, have been running a lot of webinars recently for my clients. And again, I've been running a marketing agency for last 4 years. Right now, I've been doing consulting with my clients and helping them scale to again multi six-figure months. That's what I have been doing. I have been doing it mostly with the webinars. We have been focusing more on the webinars at this stage because it's what converting really good for us, and it's what giving us really good results at this stage. So again, I have done VSL funnels. I love VSL funnels. I love self liquidating offers. I love webinars. I love challenge funnels. Everything is good. But at this moment, like the best and fastest way for us, for any of our client to get results, what we do is do webinars. So just a backstory again, I have worked with over like 200 plus clients, helping them with their funnels and paid ads. So that's what my expertise are on the funnels and paid ad side. So I've been doing funnels and running paid ads for my clients. For again, I have been consulting people on that. So that's what I have been doing, and we got some good results out there. I can pull up a really quick my page or something like that, so I can show them a quick key results and all that stuff, and what I do exactly, if that
Yeah,
makes
I would love that. I know that you just put a presentation together for us. If you could please share that.
Yeah, I'll just pull up the page real quick so that they will understand exactly what I have been doing and all that stuff. So yeah, so again, as written here, so we build like 100% done for you systems and all that stuff. But again, we got this 2 Comma Club award. If you guys don't know about this, this is once your funnel hits $1 million in revenue, that's when you get this. So I got it for helping one of my client, and again, friends with industry leading experts to like again like this is one of my client I have been working for like 3 4 years with, and she gave me a testimonial from the ClickFunnels headquarter. You can check that out real quick. And then I have worked with a lot of celebrity clients like Forbes Riley. I helped her sold out her event within a week. From Brand Dulani, $25 million award winner client. Another client making 100K in just 21 days. And again, you can check out the things that he's talking about.
Dude,
Then
that's awesome. I know you. I know Forbes. Forbes Riley. She's my homegirl. She's over here
yeah,
now.
she's in Tampa. So
Oh, that's right. She's in Tampa, but we met over here. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
okay, yeah, yeah. So I help her sold out her event within a week. You can see the testimonials out here, like hey, so and then yeah, $43,000, 500 in just 5 days, like a lot of results and case studies. These were two of the speakers on the funnel hacking live stage. This is one of the biggest marketing events, and they gave me the testimonials out there. So again, you can check out the page later on, but I just wanted to share with you what are the things that I have been doing. And again, you can see a lot of case studies and testimonials out here. So basically, I've been helping people with funnels and paid ads. That's my jam, and that's what I do.
Amazing. It's like, that's my jam. Let's go. Awesome. It's nice to see some familiar and some famous faces on your client roster list. That's really cool. $100,000 is a month can be kind of mind blowing for people who haven't touched that level. And I
Mhm.
think that I kind of want to check in with my people who are here now. It's like just seeing where everyone's at to make sure that it's real relevant for people. So my
Yeah.
question for the group is like just checking in where you're at in your business when it comes to have you ever done a webinar before? Have you had, $10,000 a month before, $100,000 a month? Like what is your current, what's your next level? Just so we can kind of tailor our presentation. That'd be good to know. And
Yeah.
then for you, Yogi, like does your work help like people who have never done a webinar before? Is
Oh
this
yeah, 100%. Like this
okay, cool.
client that came with me, like this 100K, 128K, that's another client. But there's another client that I've worked with. She made 70K the first month, 100K the second month. She never did a webinar before. We literally spent $2,500 on the first webinar, or $2,000 on the first webinar. We got like again around 1,000 registrations, and then within for first webinar itself, she
Wait, you
made
said 1,000 registrations?
yeah, just because, bro, it was like a $2 cost per lead
Insane.
on the first webinar. So I'm
Hold
telling you,
on a
like
second.
I've been
Hold
getting
on, hold on,
cost.
hold on, hold on. My brain needs a moment, okay? Give my brain a moment. So for $2, you can have a person show up to your webinar, essentially.
Wait, that was a for fitness and nutrition coach. So I can literally pull up the dashboard, the ads dashboard, where it is $2.4 cost per lead. Let me
I,
just
I mean, I mean, I believe you, but at the same time, help me understand. Like that's
no,
because I think
I'll
this is one thing. This is important because I think for a lot of
bro,
people
bro,
who are not
I'll show
running
you real
ads,
quick. I'll show
yeah,
you real quick.
of
Yeah.
course. For a lot
I
of
put
people who don't
all the
run ads, they think
screenshots.
they have to dump this large amount of
Yeah,
money
yeah, I'll
into it
put I
first.
put all the screenshot because I didn't wanted to share the ads manager because
Right.
it's a client's personal ad manager. I don't want to showcase here, but I just put a screenshot together. This is September 1st to September 30. $7,000 in ad spend, $2.4 cost per lead.
Amazing.
You can see 3,000 leads coming in. And
Wow.
this month she generated $70,000, which is 10x return on ad spend.
Let's go. So the way I see this, what I love about this is it's like $60 a day. It's not like you're dumping thousands of dollars. You just like literally day, like it's
No,
$60
so
a day,
here's
and
what
your
I
house is making a
recommend.
bunch of dollars. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. What I recommend is usually get started with $100 per day. Like again, if you're planning to do a webinar, the first webinar, I do recommend that. Let's say again, it depends on the audience. It depends on the kind of niche that you are playing in. It depends on what kind of authority you got. It also depends on what kind of audience that you already have. right? So all those factors come into picture. But again, specifically, like if I have to generalize it, you can get started with $100 per day in budget. You can scale it to $200 per day. On the first webinar, you should be spending at least $1,000 $2,000 in ad spend, maybe $1,000 $1,500, or you can get started with $500 as well. But I'm just saying the numbers needs to make sense. So let's say if you spend $1,000 in ad spend, I'll tell you exactly like how does the math look like. But I'm just telling you, you can get started with $100 per day, and you can do a promotion for 7 to 10 days, and then you can do a webinar, and then you can just have like, let's say 40 people, 40 50 people on the webinar, and you can crush it. So
Okay, I
that's
have a
what the
question.
numbers that I look up to.
So for people who are not yet running ads, do you run the ads for them or do they do it themselves? And do you recommend them that they do it themselves and just spend $1,000 a month or $100 per day
So
on it?
there are two ways that I work personally together, because again, I have personal bandwidth that I can't work with like multiple clients. So I do take done for you clients, but it's very specific clients that I work with for done for you, that I know that I can scale up to another level, and I do take some partnerships and percentage and rev shares on that. But
Amazing.
I do consult, like I have the VIP day where basically I create, like I help them, I give them all the systems and all the frameworks, and I help them run the ads and everything. So I consult them on how to run ads, and I give them the feedback, and they get one-on-one access with me.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Um, just for those of you who just joined, what's up, Connie? Welcome.
Yeah.
Yogi is giving us the breakdown of how who's doing $100,000 a month with webinars and ads and working like 2 hours per week, which is absolutely amazing. So we met recently in person event at one of my mentors, and now we're here. And so now you get Yogi. So take advantage of him. Yogi is an incredible healer, coach, theta healer. Actually, she went through my theta healing certification program alongside Laverne, and she's back for more. So we'd love to have you, Connie. Welcome.
Yeah.
So, I know you have a presentation,
Hmm.
and I'd love to get into the juicy bits. Okay, let's get to the juicy bits of your case study, or how you've been able to create these results.
Yeah.
And I want to just acknowledge a couple of things. Like 4 years ago, like you could do this. 4 years ago, you didn't speak English. That's one of the things that I thought was really cool. And now, clearly not just fluent in English, but communicating in a way that's so creating such desire and demand for people to jump on. So I just wanted to acknowledge you for that.
Thanks, man. I
I
appreciate
also
it.
think it goes to show that people don't need to be more perfect than where they
Yeah.
are at right now in order
Yeah.
to get started with growing their businesses, using webinars and using ads. I just will say this from my personal experience, I had a huge block around getting started with ads because I
Uh-huh.
thought it's this systematic thing where it's this like cold machine that's doing it and it's just like non-human kind of thing. But in
Uh-huh.
reality, it was totally the opposite. One, it was way easier for me to get started than I thought it was. And I started with a small budget. I was like $20 a day or something for 7 days
Hmm.
for my
Hmm.
Generation Worth workshop. And
Hmm.
then the day of, I didn't even know how good it was working. The day of the event, craziest story, Yogi.
Uh-huh.
I went to Target to buy like journals. I still
Uh-huh.
have them.
Uh-huh.
I bought a set of these like journals for my students and clients for the room.
Hmm.
I buy a stack of journals and I'm walking to Target and this guy is like, he's like, hey, like what? It's like, hey, aren't you that guy? I'm like, what? Like, you're the guy from Instagram. I saw your ad. I'm like, you're doing that thing. It's like- He said, I wanted to go to that. I'm like, yeah, that's me. And so next thing you know, this man is telling me, it's like, yeah, I wanted to go to that. Can you teach me about generational worth? Can you teach me how to make money? I was like, yeah, I can
That's
teach you.
it.
But it gets crazier because then he says, he's like, man, I wanted to go, but I don't have a car right now. I'm homeless, and my son is 3 years old, and I want to
Uh,
learn this stuff. I want to change my life. Can I ride with you? I was like, yes, of course. You ride with me. And so I ended up driving to the event together, and he was my personal guest.
uh,
But I just want to share this story because it is a very human thing to put your message, your face, and your voice out there into the world, and you're going to reach people that you would have never been able to reach in real life,
yeah.
like real people, not just internet people who are just like, different profiles. It's real people behind those profiles. And yeah, so Niall came to our event and had a transformational experience. Um, so that you too, I'm sure, so you too can get started with ads, and the stuff really, really works. So, with that said, let's get into the juicy bits, Yogi. Show us what you got.
Yeah, 100%. So, guys, I quickly put together, me and my team, like quickly put together a quick presentation. So I'll take you through the exact system and frameworks that I have been using to help my clients to hit $100,000 a month. And as I said, just working 2 hours a week. So I'll show you exactly how it works, what kind of systems and frameworks that we got in place, and then we can go from there. Sounds good?
Absolutely.
Cool. So here's quickly we put together this. Okay, I hope you can see my screen, right?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So yeah, so as I said, how to scale your coaching business to $100,000 per month, working just 2 hours per week without a personal brand, existing audience, or a viral content. Because most of the people are like, oh, might be thinking, oh, I need a personal brand, I need an existing audience, I need a viral content to make $100,000 a month. But that's not the case. I'll show you exactly how my clients are doing the same with no personal brand. Like literally, I'll show you exactly what we have been doing. So just so you know about me, what I have been doing. Again, I got 2 Comma Club for helping one of my clients to hit $1 million with the his funnels and all that stuff. I was invited to speak at ClickFunnels. There was a ClickFunnels Connect event in Clearwater, Florida. So I had an opportunity to speak out there. And again, I've been doing my marketing agency for last 4 years. I have worked with 200 plus clients, helped them with the funnels, paid ads, and everything. And right now as well, I have been working with really good clients and helping them to scale their coaching businesses and all that stuff. So, yeah, so as I said, what if I told you there's a way to generate $128,000 in 30 days from complete strangers, working just 2 hours per week? With zero organic content, zero email list, zero personal brand. And what if I show you the proof that one of my clients just did exactly this with only $15,598 in ad spend in 1 month? Now, don't get worried about, oh, she spent $15,000 on ad spend. No, she started with literally $2,000 for the first webinar. So it's not like, oh, you have to think like, oh, you have to spend 50, you need $15,000 to make this kind of money. You don't. You can get started with $1,000, $2,000 for the first webinar and then keep it scaling. So I'll show you the quick case study, like where she talked about how much she made and all that stuff. Just
That's
telling Tiana I did the numbers since it's the end of the month. It's $128,000 month. So I'm excited. You did it 20. Yeah. So again, this is the case study. This is one of my client. I can play it full, but so here's like again 15,000. We spent $15,000 in ad spend, and then again we made $128,000 in a month. We're doing a 4 webinars a month, one in-person event. So I'll show you the exact system and framework how we did it, and then we can go from there. Sounds good? I'd like to hear something in the chat as well. I'd like to see your interaction. Uh, okay, cool. So now the next thing, as I said, like, hey, so again, here's what I would say most of the coaches believe. Like, again, maybe you also believe the same thing, that hey, I need a big audience first. Cold ads, like paid ads, are very expensive, or only influencers can scale to 100K a month and all that stuff. I'll say all wrong. I'll show you the exact system. Let me show you what happened in August. So my client L came to me with no email list, no social media following. She literally had 7,000 followers on Instagram. No viral content, just a great coaching program nobody knew about. So here's what we did. In 30 days, here's what happened. $15,598 in ad spend, $128,000 in revenue, 8.2x return on ad spend. And here's the crazy part. She only worked 2 hours per week on webinars. That's it. So I'll show you exactly how we did it and what kind of systems and frameworks that we have been using. And then we can go from there. Sounds good? Secret one. The Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask it. I'll be happy to answer. And then we can go from there.
cool.
Here's the secret one, the instant ROI method. So, how I have been doing webinars. So, again, people do webinars. Like, again, most of you know about webinars, and you might have done webinars, or If you might have known about webinars, you might have bought some things from webinars and all that stuff. The old way, how everyone was doing it, like let's say, hey, run ads to a pre-webinar and then hope people to buy it, bleeding money, waiting for sales, need huge budget to test and all that stuff. But now what we have been doing is run ads to a registration page, and then after this sign up for a free registration, we basically send them to a VIP offer, which is like let's say 47 or $97. Now this offer helps you liquidate your 25 to 30% of your ad cost as well before the webinar. Now you might be wondering, okay, what's that VIP offer gonna look like? Simply just a Q&A session after the webinar, right? People want to ask questions with you. So hey, if you want to my personal VIP who is going to ask the questions on the webinar, go ahead and buy this offer. Now the next thing that you can do, as what else you can do is like, hey, are you facing issue like taking notes while the webinar? How about this? How about I just send you the notes from the entire my personal notes from the webinar and get it for just $27? So now you help to get this. This is what helps you to get your like liquidate the ad cost. So basically, let's say if you're spending $100 but you're getting $127 sale or $47 sale, let's say, so you're getting the 25 to 30% of your ad spend back upfront. So that's the first method, I would say. I hope that makes sense. Do you
It
have
makes so much sense, dude. I love that. I'm taking notes, dude, because that's gonna
yeah, do
change.
you have any questions about this?
Yes. This might
Hmm.
be kind of random, but what I got
Yeah.
from this is like to have a VIP bundle to liquidate the upfront ad cost, and then
Uh-huh.
basically the notes from the event. Like right now, we have our fireflies, like our note taker. Like that could be
Yeah.
such an easy way to give them the notes and
Yeah.
tips and
Yeah.
everything. And then the Q&A have that be actually paid Q&A. That's awesome. I love that so much. Question.
Yeah.
So one, like during the
Hmm.
Q&A, it's typically also when upselling would happen during the webinar, or would the offer, no, the offer would already be in the main meat of the webinar. I think we'll get to that. Or do you want
Hmm.
to cover that later in the
So
Q&A?
after the webinar, just imagine this. After the webinar, you gotta extend the page, right? And that's where you ask your VIPs to ask the questions. So you indirectly extend the page and not being salesy. So that's how simple it is. Does that
So
make sense?
wait, there again. So you said you extend the time?
So extend the page. I mean, like let's say
Oh, you
once you do
extend
the
the
page,
pitch.
yeah, once you do the page and everything, and now you have to extend the page so that more people buy it. So that's when you ask your VIPs, hey, ask the questions. What
Right,
questions you
right.
got?
Yep,
So
that makes sense.
now
You
you,
to make the offer and then the Q&A begins.
yeah. So and then all the people stays there. Only VIPs ask the questions. Does that make sense? So
Yeah,
it
they
helps
can
you.
upgrade to be VIP to ask questions.
Yeah, and it helps you basically to get people uh, like just extend the page and answer their objections. That's where it comes from. So again, just helps you to get your like just make more sales on the webinar.
Completely makes sense. And then I've seen some people will charge like $1 for the webinar itself. Have you
Yeah.
seen that? Does that work
Yeah,
with
I've
you? Do you
seen
recommend
that.
that?
Again, it's like to take a dedication from a person to get like again those like there are different ways to do webinars. You can charge $1, you can charge a $5, $7, or you can charge a $27 as well, where you will get really quality audience to sell high ticket offer. But here's the thing. If you charge $1, your cost per lead will go high. Now your cost per lead will be $10, $15, $20. So those all factors that you gotta keep in mind. So now what like in the beginning, most of the coaches they don't have a lot of money to spend on the ads. They're like, hey, can I spend just $2,000 $3,000 like $1,000 $2,000 and get some results? So those are the situation where like okay, free webinar is the best case scenario for them, where they can spend less and get leads, good leads, and then make money
Yeah.
out of it,
I
and
think
then
I
they
think the
can
free
scale out.
option probably like I'm also selfishly for myself. I think the free option makes more sense because it's not just about selling as much as possible. It's also getting the word out, the name out, and having a lot
Mhm.
of people be
Mhm.
exposed to you. Even if they see your ad and then they recognize you in public one day at a
Yeah,
Target,
yeah,
I think that's still value in having that. So I think I'll
right,
probably do like the free plus VIP
yeah,
model for like Theta Thursdays and our Generational Worth Workshop.
yeah.
So that's exciting. Go on.
Yeah, yeah, but so yeah, that's one thing. Then the next thing is about, so let's say now I shared with you the instant ROI method, everything, like as I said, the old way, how to do it. Just a sec. And then again, one of the proof from one of the webinar, again, we got like a VIP sale, $724. Ad spend was $3,200, 32% of the cost recovered from the webinar. I can show you some screenshots out here. So like, let's say this was one of the webinars, and these were some of the numbers that I wanted to share. So here you can see we have got like 31% opt-in rate through a cold traffic, which is insane. People don't get 10 to 15% of, like, that's the industry standard.
Hmm.
But we have a proven framework and system where we can get 20, 25, 30% of the opt-in rate, which means if 100 people are coming to your page, 30 people are opting in for the webinar.
That's really insane.
So
What's the
those are the,
secret?
as I said, it's all about the system, it's all about the framework, it's all about your copy that you write, it's all about the framework that you have on the page and what kind of frameworks that you use. So we have come up with the frameworks and the copy, and we have got the expert copywriters and expert designer and expert frameworks to make sure that we get that kind of opt-in rates, right? So as I said, like this is one of the webinar example page with 3,000 opt-ins, 976, 31% opt-in rate, upsell sales. You can see $47 people buy, six people bought $47. That's $282. Four people bought 97, which is 388, and then 27 people bought two two people bought $27 offer.
Hmm.
So that's 54, and then again total the 724 collected, and the ad spend that we did for this week was literally $3,000 and all that stuff. And this is, you can see the cost per leads as well, $3 cost per lead, $3, 3.40. Like look at this cost per lead as well, so 2.30, 2.21. So these are the kind of cost per leads that we were getting.
Insane.
And as you can see, the average cost per lead was $3.36, and again 3,289 spent. And then 188 people show up, which is, again, I tell people there is a 20% show up rate through the cold traffic. So let's say if 1,000 people registered, 200 people will show up. That's the industry standard. So right here as well, you can see 976 people registered, 188 people show up, 100 people stick through until the people, like until the webinar end, until the pitch, and then 25 people bought the offer for a $500. Which is, so there are two ways to do the webinar, two ways
So
to sell the
25,
offer.
hold on. Let my brain catch up. So 25 people bought a $500 offer essentially.
Yeah, yeah. So here's the thing.
How do you do the
There are
math on
two ways to do the webinar. Either you sell a $500 offer, or like $997 offer,
that?
the best way with the quota.
$12,500.
But wait, that's nothing. That's not even the main revenue that I'm talking about. I'm
Okay,
talking
go on.
about how we are making 20 to 30 grand a week by just spending $3,000 in ad spend. So you spend $3,000 and you're making 20 to 30,000. So this is just a beginning of the process. This is just a front end. $12,500 is just a front end.
I'm okay with
Now,
that. Go on.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'll show you the method with which how we convert that $12,500 into 20 to 30K. Here's the triple stack revenue system. Okay. What others do? One offer, one shot, leave money on the table, no back end strategy. So people will be like, okay, we got $12,500, we good, we make money, that's it. But that's not where we stop. Here's what we do. Layer one, live weekly webinar, $497 offer. As I said, 976 registered, 188 people show up, 25 people bought, 12,425. That's let's say that's what we converted on the webinar. Here's the step two, layer two, onboarding call accession. So now every $497 person who buy gets a personal call, soft sale to a backend program, additional 10 to 20K per week. So here's how it look like. So let's say now 25 people bought, then all these people will get a personal onboarding call, one-on-one personal call with your setter, your closure, or your closure, or yourself, whatever it is. So your closure is getting on an onboarding call, explaining the onboarding, and then they're basically going into a soft selling to a back end offer, which is like where you can sell a $3,000 to $5,000 offer. because these are really hot leads who literally bought a $497 program from you. So now
Mm,
let's say this 497 is to do it yourself program, but now you sell a done, like let's say done with you or coaching program or something like that for 3,000 or $5,000 offer. Now you go from like 497 to 3 to $5,000, and let's say if four people also from 25 people, five people buy your $5,000 offer, that still you make 20K in that
yeah.
same week within 2 to 3
Okay.
days.
Let me pause here because I want to integrate this for some of my people who may be hosting workshops or retreats like I do or masterminds. So I want to
Mm-hmm.
make this like relevant for me and for us.
Mm-hmm.
So at the 5K plus level, I have like the Thailand retreat, for example. It's a part of my
Mm-hmm.
33K offer uh,
Mm-hmm.
for my inner circle.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, some people like past clients that are invited to be part of the retreat.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So and then soon I have my book coming. I have a course right now with an event ticket. So the generational worth take course is $2,000, but we
Mm-hmm.
have this like founding member uh,
Mm-hmm.
group where for two people can be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do a webinar, actually that's what happened yesterday, Thursday. I did my Theta Thursday. It's free for the
Mm-hmm.
community. People
Mm-hmm.
show up,
Mm-hmm.
and we have one new guest with Lauren who joined us for the generational worth
Mm-hmm.
workshop and gets the course.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it was four people live, and we didn't do any ads whatsoever.
Okay. Oh,
And we
wait.
also and then
You said
so
four people live?
and then at the event in person, I'll make an offer for like my retreats, masterminds, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like a launch event. So let me see. How would that? So now I guess the differentiator would be
Mm-hmm.
like adding ads to the system to just get a way more numbers on the front end, right? Or what are your thoughts?
Yeah. So you just basically upsell it. If you're talking about the back end, this mastermind, let's say whatever, like say 10, 15, 20K offer that you got, it's all about upselling.
Mm-hmm.
So now, but this is the method that will help you get all these people in your funnel, cold traffic, paid audience, like let's literally a good audience that come in your funnel, like let's say 25 buyers you're getting for $497. Now, this 25 buyers, maybe some people will go for your $10,000 offer. So you can literally
Exactly.
sell them a 10,000, 15,000, $20,000 offer as well. It depends on their buying capacity. Now, again, the audience, the example that I shown you, it's literally everyday people. They are like buying things on credits and all that stuff. So we sold to that kind of audience as well. So if you got a good audience that is coming in, then you can literally sell them a 10,000, 15,000, $20,000 offers as well. It just depends on how much time they spend with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think what would be what is my core offer is the certification program. It's
Mm-hmm.
like 2K,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or people get certified to be theta healers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and once people do that, I think then that will be available to come to like higher level offers. But sometimes people just want to do the whole thing like Tarek. He signed up for the whole 6 months for 22K at the time. We raised the prices since then. But he had only seen me speak once. He just only saw me speak once, and then he just jumped in at the high level. Um, so that's also just goes to show that you never know who's ready for what. I think for in
Yeah.
terms of community
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Cool. So and I'm okay, cool. Another selfish question. So I have actually my in-person event is the generational worth workshop, as you know, and
Mm-hmm.
then my virtual event is the theta healing. Do you
Mm-hmm.
recommend what do you recommend in terms of multiple have multiple webinars, have in-person events? Where does it come into your ecosystem?
No, if you planning to get, it's all about like, okay, you need an audience first of all. So you
Yeah.
just do a one webinar, one specific webinar to get people in your ecosystem. That's
Hmm.
what important. That's what matters. So once they come in your ecosystem, you can sell them a $497 offer. You can sell them a $5,000 offer. And once they go from there, once they buy it, then after a month, 2 months, they will go for your higher end offers because then they are warmed up and everything. So those are your previous clients who can buy 10,000, $15,000 offers if you deliver good. So that's what I will say. So you right now it's all about like getting people in your ecosystem, or there are,
Yeah, it's most of the top of the funnel. I think that's a big
yeah.
opportunity. It's
So
really
so
like
so
getting awareness to more people that you
right.
otherwise wouldn't reach. And that's where this
Or
system is
or
amazing.
okay, or if you want to sell a $15,000 offer,
It's
Okay.
33 for 6 months.
Okay, that's chill. I'm saying 15, 20, 33,000, 30,000 offer. Here's
Okay.
what you they do. Like this is the other way to do it. You bring them to a webinar and you sell a challenge ticket, a 5 days
Mm,
challenge ticket. Now you bring them to a 5 days challenge and then you sell a high ticket. But that's a longer version. People you need, like, again, you can't do it on your own alone. Literally, you need a team, proper team, and all that stuff, like a marketing experts to do it. Like otherwise, you don't know okay what piece of missing and all that stuff. So you have to do like 3 4 webinars, then sell to the challenge, and then to a so one of my clients, she's again, she has an in-house team and all that stuff. She spent $100,000 on ads for 6 webinars. Okay, from 6 webinars, $100,000 in ads. She sold a challenge ticket, $297. Okay, $297 challenge ticket where she literally collected $50,000 selling challenge ticket. $100,000 in ads, spent $50,000 collected. So she's 50,000 in red right now before the challenge starts.
mhm.
Then the challenge started. 5 days, she had 188 people show up on the challenge. Like 210 people bought, 169 people were showing up on the challenge or something like that. 30 people bought $25,000 offer.
Let's go.
That's
I,
an yearly. It's in a government contracting niche and everything, and she generated $77,700,000 and all that stuff. Again,
Mhm.
she had an in-house team, but again, that's what I'm just sharing an example. Yeah,
That's amazing. So that's kind
yeah,
of what we saw Myron Golden do in real time. It's so my,
yeah,
we
yeah,
saw him had like 35 people go on stage and sign their name for like a
yeah,
$27,000 offer at the time.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so amazing. It's mind blowing to experience that.
Yeah, man.
Come in.
So again, that's what I will say. These are the kind of things that again, if you planning to do those. But yeah, I can show you the next things. As I
Please.
said, so layer one, weekly webinar, then onboarding call, sell to $5,000 offer. Now the next step that comes in, which is do a monthly in-person event. Invite all the attendees who paid you $497. Let's say you do 4 webinars. Okay, you get 10, 10, 10, like let's say 40 sales, 50 sales. You invite them for free for your in-person event, right? And then now you can sell that 10K, 15K offers because they spent a 1 day with you. And that's where the Myron Golden strategy come in. You can sell them
Yeah.
to a 10, 15, 20, 30K offer as well. And you don't need to sell a 30K offer in the beginning, honestly speaking. You can literally create a 15K offer for them so that again it's better for them to join, if that makes sense.
Completely,
So
yeah. So this has me think about my in-person event because I had it planned to be just like a 2.5, like 3 hour workshop with networking, but there's
mhm.
so much more I want to both teach and enough guest speakers that I can bring in potentially. I'm
Mhm.
almost wondering if I should extend it to do like a full day or a 2 day event. Um,
Uh, Again, 1 day event, if you do it in a right way and everything in a proper good way, and if you again use the tactics to sell, like I'm sure that you can say like this client literally sold $30,000 with one event, selling a $5,000 offers or $10,000 offers. So
was it a
again,
1 day event?
just 1 day event, just she was 1 day event and she sold $30,000 in sales. Just you just need a one closure for that, who will be talking to people at that event and try to sell your offers like coaching program offers and all that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I get to grow that team.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Now I can see how the dots are connecting to the like online and offline ecosystem. And one thing I will say that's really worked for us is whenever we do an in-person event, we
Hmm.
take photos together, group photo, right? And
Yeah.
we share that on social media. And that kind of
Yeah.
like gives proof that we're real people in real life, really getting
Hmm.
together.
Hmm.
And it
Hmm.
builds trust because there's so many people who are like AI generated out there. You don't know
Yeah,
who to
it's
trust
it's
on
it's
the
it's
internet, you
all
know?
about right now. It's all about like again, this is trust recession era. So it's all about gaining trust from the audience, and that's when people will buy from you. So again, the more time they spend with you, the more trust they gain from you. So I was at this mastermind where literally the ticket of a mastermind was $5,000 to be in the webinar con. It was like last week in Orlando. Russ Ruffino, he had generated over $100 million with webinars. He told me this thing like he's like, hey, So right now, people are like all the people that have been talking, most of them got scammed with other people, with the online coaches. So now people don't trust to buy things online fast, like coaching programs. And
Yeah.
that's why they need to spend more time with you so that they feel you like, okay, you are a good person, you are a genuine person to that can help you. So that's why you can again spend more time with them by doing a proper web, like let's say with the webinar, it's just like a personal one-on-one connection, right? It's like doing a proper one-on-one connection like for a couple of hours. So that's what I will say, one of the most important things.
Yeah. I think that makes a ton of sense. We are in a trust sort of recession.
Mhm.
And authenticity, being in person, those are the things that make it inevitable, like for people to
Right.
really recognize your voice and who you are.
Yeah.
Uh, so, I mean, that worked for us, right? Like, I mean, we made an in-person event. I knew Yogi was
Yeah.
from real. I got to shake his hand.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of proof that that's working for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, so that's one of the things, and that's how you can easily generate 20, 30, $40,000 in a week by spending just $2,000 to $3,000 on ad spend.
Insanely amazing. I love what I'm learning about that too. It's not like a large chunk of money all at once. It's
Right,
really a little bit of
right.
money, and then you make a webinar and you make
Yeah,
money with it. You
yeah.
make money with
And
it, and
again,
you
it's
reinvest.
all about having a proven systems and frameworks in place. Like this is all comes with like you need to know how to do it. Like again, you can be good at doing it, but you need the proof of like again, I'm telling you, like I have done it multiple times that I have the proper system on how to do like let's say how the front end page, how to have a VIP offer, how to have a thank you page, how to get a show up rate 20%, how to have the email sequence, text emails, like entire stuff lined up because I have done it multiple times. Just every week we have been doing it for clients.
Mhm.
So again, those all things matter. System number three, that's why again most of the people the hamster wheel way, which is like, oh, you gotta post content daily, you gotta be constantly in DMs, you gotta work 60, 80 hours per week. But I told you it's 2 hour work week. So you just do a one webinar live and the entire system run by itself, ads run by itself, emails automatic, team handles the onboarding call. So you show up 2 hours for a webinar and that's all it is.
Let's go. Standing ovations. Awesome, Yogi. How can people stay in touch with you? And then you have a gift for everyone too. And then we're going to
Yeah,
open up
I'll,
some
I'll
time.
I'll share the presentation and the entire systems and framework like again.
Hmm.
But yeah, as I said, so again, I don't know, like my team put some things together out here. With if you can book a call with me for quick 15 minutes, and where I'll be happy to share all the systems and frameworks. And this is a free call, so this is not a paid call or something like that. And again, if you would like to work with me on your webinars. And again, there is an invitation to how I can help you. We can help you build out the webinar machine, launch it, and scale it. I don't want to go a lot into it, but yeah, it's not like a coaching or something like that. It's like personally you're going to work with me and guiding you to hit your again first $100,000. This is right fit for you if you have a coaching program, you are ready to invest in paid ads, can commit to a one weekly webinar, want to scale beyond organic marketing, and you're coachable and ready to implement. This is not for you if you're looking for a magic button, you want to stay hidden in the behind the content, you're not willing to invest in growth, you don't believe in your own value. So again, let's have a conversation. You can schedule a quick call with me for 15 minutes if you are really interested. I don't want to waste time on just talking. You can again you can text me as well. I can shoot you my phone number as well, so you can get in touch with that way as well. And yeah, so just book a call, and then I'll be happy to show you all the systems, webinar systems and frameworks, and then we can go from there.
So good. Awesome, Yogi. Thank you so much for your generosity and your
Yeah.
passion, sharing your heart with us. This is amazing. I think that it is, for most people, rare that you get access to somebody who has this knowledge. And I'm
Mhm.
just grateful for all the mentors and community that I had access to hang out with people like you and share their knowledge. So again, thank you for the opportunity to learn from you a little bit, King.
Yeah, bro.
So good, so good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for it. Again, if you guys want my phone number or something like that, I'll be happy to drop it in the chat and you can just text me and then we can have a convo from there. And you or you can just book call with me and that will be sick as well.
Amazing. Cool. In a moment, we're gonna turn it over to Q&A, and before I do, I want to just do a shameless plug. We have a generational worth workshop coming up with the online course that is out right now, and we're doing a founding member special Black Friday deal currently, where if you ever wanted to learn how to become the kind of person that says, I mean, I come from a healthy, wealthy family, but a
Yeah,
healthy, wealthy family comes from me. Right now
yeah.
is your opportunity to be live in a room with us on December 13th,
Let's
and
go.
it's gonna be epic. So we have a 3 hour workshop, and unless we decide to make it a full day event, but yeah, we're going to do networking, connection cards where we build soul family tribe connections. You expand your Rolodex. We're going to have the teachings with this proven process. It's the ARC framework that anybody can use to go from low self worth to embodied self worth through awareness, responsibility, and choice. So, what it shows up as is undercharging, overgiving, hustling, trying to do everything yourself, procrastinating, hesitation, overeating, stress eating, like all these little behaviors that end up being an example of low self-worth. It's self-sabotage. It's ideas like not good enough. So we break through
Hmm.
all of that and then have a
Hmm.
proven process that anybody can use to embody its self-worth. And it's perfect for the coaches and the healers who are walking the path of transformation themselves, because this is a tool that you can use with your clients. And then some people choose to be part of a certification program to dive deeper into theta healing or inner circle, come to Thailand with us to go on retreats. So we're going to do a whole launch conversation around what expansion looks like in harmony with family in our tribe. So that's coming up December 13th. If you want that or access to the online course, it's a bonus right now where we have a 5 part online course series, and it's included for those who get a ticket to our upcoming Generational Worth ticket. So even if you can't make it December 13th, we'll be hosting it 6 times in 2026, and your ticket kind of rolls over to the next one so you can see us in person when you can. But the transformation begins as soon as you say yes, because you get instant access, lifetime access to the course when you say yes to it. So that's my pitch. For those of you who feel called to be part of it, let me know in the comments or shoot me a message direct and say worthy. And that's the keyword. So we'll send you info on how to partake in that. With that said, I want to turn it over to Q&A. We have Chantel in the room live. I know we had Connie here at one point, Galo, Empress, Laverne. This is your moment to don't take advantage of Yogi, but take advantage of Yogi. Please share with us if you have questions. What questions do you have? And if you just want to share your praise or big takeaways, what are your insights? But this is your moment where we turn it over to you and hear from the audience. And those of you in the replay, you just type it in the chat your questions, and we'll make Yogi respond to your questions.
Yeah. I'm happy to answer all of your questions.
Yeah, we'll just do it 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
All right, who's got a burner?
I have a question. And
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
sitting on it. I'm sitting on my hands because I'm like, don't you ask this question, but I'm going to ask it.
Yeah.
For that person who's a startup and these
Uh-huh.
numbers that you're throwing out like 1,000 a week, it's just like, whoa, whoa. And like you want to make the money, but if you don't have the money initially coming in,
Uh-huh.
finding $1,000 a week, it's
Uh-huh.
like that. That's half my rent. Like what do you talk about? So where do people who are legitimately just starting out, just trying to get a business budget, still doing their 95, where can we realistically start with the goal to get to the point that we can invest that much?
Here's what I'll recommend. What is your offer? What is your niche?
What is the need? Like
If
Yeah,
you
what,
I'm
no,
legitimately just starting out. So the need is to
no, sorry, niche. Like what's your niche?
niche. Oh, theta healing and Reiki healing now.
Okay, so healing. Okay, and what the kind of audience that you're targeting?
Um, midlife women
Uh-huh.
who are shifting, um, who are shifting in their life and looking for change and healing.
Okay. Here's the best way for you to get started. First of all, before you even start running ads or doing a webinar, you gotta make a sale and prove your offer, which is already working, and prove it with your audience that you already got, which is your organic audience. So you gotta post it on your organically, whatever audience that you got, or the personal connection that you got. Like, hey, I'm doing this XYZ. And the best way to do it, I'm telling you, the best way to do it. Like, this is like literally, I learned in one of the masterminds. Um, that you basically reach out to, let's say, 30 to 50 people that you already know and all that stuff, and you just let them know, hey, actually, here's what I'm doing. I'm launching a beta program. Sorry, I'm launching a program on healing. And actually, I would really appreciate if you help me quickly 5 minutes, like with 10 minutes of your time, and help like ask the questions that will make my program better, or what you will like to include in this program to make it better. And now they're like, hey, I'll be happy to help you out. They will come on a call with you. Now they come on a 10 for 15 minute call with you. Then they ask, hey, if you add this, that will be really good. If you add this, that will be really good. Now you'll be like, hey, sure, I'll be adding this. By the way, you know what? I'm launching this same offer at $15,000. Uh, but right now, as I'm taking some beta, I'm actually happy to offer it at like 3,000 or $5,000 offer. Would you like to get on right now? Just so that, like, again, you can get a live access to me and get it built out over the period of time you're getting like at $3,000 to $5,000. They'll be like, yeah, why not? Most like from the 30 to 50 people, some of the people will say yes. Like at least one person will have, if you have a proper selling skill, that will say yes to it. Now you make that $2,000-3,000. Now you reinvest that money into ads, and that's how you go about it.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
Thank you for answering, because I was like, how do I ask this question? And I was
Yeah.
like, you
No,
just
no,
ask
that's
it.
it. That's it. That's it.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad you asked that, and I saw Empress's light bulb go off immediately. I can just relate.
Bro, I'm telling
Uh,
you, this thing that I told you, it's I learned from one of the mastermind where people paid $25,000 to be in that mastermind.
Completely.
Thank you so
And I know
much.
for a fact this works because my private client Tarek, who's going through the exact process right now,
Yeah.
validating his beta process. We
Yeah.
use Tiny Challenge as a way
Yeah.
to do exactly that. And that's to prove his first paid client. And then
Yeah.
we'll double down with all of the marketing strategies.
Sorry,
So
I'm sharing a lot of secrets out here. I
I
shall not.
appreciate that. This is yeah, this is some premium sauce. I really appreciate you, Yogi. All right, let's hear Empress's response because I feel like I know what you're gonna say. Go on, Empress. Say what's up.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much, Yogi, for your expertise and your wisdom, and
My
taking
pleasure.
value time,
Yeah.
after our gratitude day. Again, I'm Empress, known as the business goddess.
Uh-huh.
I specialize as a wealth alchemist, and to
Uh-huh.
support Laverne's question is the first thing I'm going to ask you. The question that came up in your presentation, which was amazing. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
Is when you're starting off, like you say, whether you're a solo entrepreneur, or a business
Yeah.
owner,
Mhm.
most people have budgets, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
those who are starting off from scratch got to source, those budgets, and like
Yeah.
you say, getting that first sale.
Yeah.
So to be confident, in going through your system and in implementing it, like you say, as a one-stop shop,
Uh-huh.
is what exactly, like, when you talk about ad spend, because yesterday I had a great question about someone
Mhm.
starting up doing ad spend, but
Mhm.
it's like I don't want them shooting at nothing and there's nothing pulling in. So when you're
Mhm.
putting 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and then you start seeing a return, what
Mhm.
is the ad spend? What platform, what system it is designed to attract that correct niche and audience?
Okay. What's your niche, by the way?
So my niche is conscious entrepreneurs, people who are already, working their
Uh-huh.
business as a mentor and either coach, or either
Uh-huh.
have a side hustle
Uh-huh.
and wanted to, either do their business, online.
Okay. And what you helping them with?
Say it one more time.
What's your offer? What you help them with?
So what I do, I help them with three elements. One of the first elements is removing what's taxing their spirit when it comes to their business, because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people are not competent about their business tax deductions that they qualify for. And
Mm-hmm.
so I use that as a leverage for them to use that refund to put money back into their business. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like you say, tax savings and financial planning. The second element is shifting their money mindset, because most people who
Mm-hmm.
work as an employee now
So
want to grow
basically,
that. Yeah.
basically grow their business,
Yeah.
scale
So
their
to grow their
business. That's
business,
it.
but also
Yeah.
shift their money mindsets to stay abundant
Perfect.
and utilize
Sounds good.
spirituality.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And how much is your offer?
So my offer is 18,500 for my tuition program.
Okay.
And then I also do oracle readings that is a,
Mhm.
like you say, just $222.
Yeah. And are you getting good clients for your $18,000 offer as of
Yes.
now?
Yes. So, like you said, Mira and I, we strategically partnered together with Tariq, and he's in my program as I'm working with
Mhm.
him. Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. So here's so you have good budget to spend on ads.
Say it one more time.
You have good budget to spend on ads.
The answer is no, because I'm more in the private domain versus public domain, and it's
Mhm.
more of inner referrals. So
Okay. So you're not looking to spend on ads as of now.
the answer is yes, I am looking to spend ads online. However, I want to be very strategic, you
About
know.
the systems and framework. So
Correct.
yeah, so here's how. Let's say just imagine, like, let's say you're planning to spend $2,000 in ad spend, right? You want to target business owners who want to help you, like, again, you want to help with this like conscious business, like scaling and all that stuff. Now, if you let's say 1,000, 2,000, $3,000, if you have that kind of budget to start with, what you will do, first of all, you'll do, like, let's say if you already have that kind of budget, the first webinar you'll have a 7-10 days promotional period. Now you will do it on Facebook. Like, the best and easiest way to get started is Facebook, Instagram, Meta ads, not YouTube, not Google. The best and easiest way to get started is Facebook, Instagram, Meta ads. Now you will create 3 to 5 ad videos. Again, that those are like, you like, I can't explain you on like, okay, what can be those ad videos, but I'm just telling you, like, we got like proven frameworks and all that stuff on those ad videos that give you $3 to $5 cost per lead, because a lot of people run ads, but why their ads don't convert? Because they don't have the frameworks and system. But then now you run those ads, and then now let's say you get started with $100 per day. If you are getting $5 lead, if you are getting in your niche, if you are getting $7-8 lead as well, I'm not saying you'll get $3 lead in your niche because it's a business people, but if you're getting $5 to $10 lead as well, if you're spending $1,000 or $2,000, if you're getting 100, 200, 300 people to register, let's say, just an imagine 300 people registered or 400 people registered. From 400 people you can get 20% show up, which is 80 people show up on your call. Now from this 80 people, now you can pitch your offer. Now there are two ways to pitch the offer. One is sell a $497 offer, or the other way is just send them directly to a book a call. So now it depends on how much is your offer. Let's say if you want to sell a $5,000, don't try to sell an $18,000 offer with this method directly, because again, this is a cold traffic which is just knowing you, and it's not a good way to just directly sell a $18,000 offer directly through a free webinar. So I'll prefer selling like $500 offer, 3,000 or $5,000 offer, anything less than $5,000 offer, so that once you do that, then you can upsell them with in the longer term for the $18,000 offer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to get crystal clear,
Yeah.
what I'm learning is that my epic results are in my inner referrals. However, if I'm stepping out into the public domain,
Yeah.
is to do, like you say, a complimentary webinar where
Uh-huh.
I invest $2,000 to $3,000, in spend ad, and my target platform will be Facebook. And then as I get more persistent and consistent for as in generating an ecosystem, then I can elevate them utilizing your framework, correct?
Right, right, right.
Okay.
No, so right now, what I'm saying is, like, if you already have that, like, if you're already getting $18,000 clients and all that stuff, you should get started with your webinar, launch your webinar, launch your ads, spend 1,000, 2,000, $3,000, make money, and then scale it forward from there. So first webinar you spend 1,000, 2,000, $3,000. Now you, again, once it works, once you get like 10, $12,000 in backend, now you invest more. Now you invest 3,000, $4,000. You get more leads. Now you invest more. You invest $5,000. Yeah.
Right. Now, my next follow through question is, Yogi, is like, say for instance, you have some webinars that are pre-recorded, but it seems like the person is there. So
Yeah.
is that something that, will be more, like you say, effective and efficient? Like have one that's a
Uh-huh.
live webinar and then one that's
Uh-huh.
pre-recorded. So therefore
Mhm.
you still be about your day.
Here's what I will recommend. In the beginning, go for live webinar. The reason is you are not good with the presentation. You are not good in the beginning itself with the presentation. I'm not saying like you're not good, but I'm just saying in the beginning, it's better to have a live webinar rather than having an automated webinar, which feels like live. Again, I understand, but But what I'm saying is, in the beginning, always go for live webinar. Go for the first, second, third, fourth webinar. Do it live, make money. Then you can think about automating it. First of all, put the efforts to make it way better that you get like so confident doing webinars. Then you can do an automated, because that's a complete different game to play in. So I will recommend doing it live in the beginning, and do it for 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. Like Russell Brunson says that if you do a webinar once a week for an year, you can make $1 million. So again,
Okay.
that's really a truth kind of thing, that if you follow the mechanics, if you like, again, anybody can do a webinar, but how many of them actually can make money? It's all about the systems and frameworks. So that's why, again, for me, I have worked with 200 plus clients to come up with the systems and frameworks that I got right now. Otherwise, it's not like, oh, I just figured it out. I have burnt money. I have done things that like you spend money and not making money with clients. But then we have figured out the system which makes money and which gives us the proven results.
Excellent. So my next other follow through question is for all of our conscious entrepreneurs. I'm all about collaboration. So will
Mhm.
it be highly effective where if we have, like you said, an audience, most of us are healers, getting theta certified,
Mhm.
coaching, mentor. Will it be like you said, wise idea to like collaborate, meaning that it's like, look, I got 500, she got, 1,000. Like if we put our money together and do a team webinar, and upsell, like you said, together a package, and then as we make money, then we can branch out, because I'm
Yeah,
just looking
yeah,
at.
that can be a good idea if you do a webinar. Like again, people have been doing webinars like two together, like two people doing the webinar together. So three people, I might not recommend it, but you can do it like another person on the webinar. That's like co-host, host, and co-host. That might be a good idea. Three people, it
Okay,
might be a lot. I haven't seen three people doing a webinar, so two people is a good idea. You can get
okay,
started.
because I was just thinking about like when you talk about the 5-day challenge, like each person has a specialized skill set that is highly effective and guarantee results. And
Mhm.
so like everybody collaborating and saying like, okay, we need 5 Gs. Okay, let's work with Yogi, and let's get that, money in before the end of the year to have epic results.
Yeah, I
So
would
then we can have
say.
our own.
Yeah, with the 5 days challenge, the thing is with the 5 days challenge is like you don't need it right now, like in the beginning. You needed to do it with the webinar and all that stuff, because 5 days challenge is a lot of work. Five presentations, and like again, it goes into 3, 4 weeks of promotion and all that stuff. So it's a lot of work. So in the beginning, the best and easiest way for people who are looking to get it started, just do a webinar.
But what
As
if
simple
you're
as
looking
that.
at someone in advance who have done those, types of, system webinars for us and like co-hosting
So
and
it
like ready to go
depends.
to the next level?
Yeah, it depends on how much money they are making. If they are making $50,000 a month or $100,000 a month, okay, cool. If they got an audience, and if they're willing to spend money on ads, I mean $5,000 to do a 5 days challenge, why not? Okay, go ahead and do that. But you gotta have money in the pocket. You gotta have a good audience. You gotta have all these things in place to do a 5 days challenge, rather to sell a higher end offer, higher ticket offers. If right now, if you're planning to sell, like if you're getting planning to get it started, do a webinar, just make money out of it. Keep scaling your audience, and then do a challenge in a month. You will kill it. So that's what I'll
All right.
recommend.
All right. Instead of kill him, I'd rather heal him up, heal him up, heal him up.
Good
But
enough.
yeah, but one thing what Mira was sharing is
Mhm.
that, we don't want money to be an issue for anyone. And I offer in my program funding, like for their
Mhm.
business. So that's something that, me, you, Miro, we can work out in regards to those who are interested in taking that opportunity to promote themselves through webinars is, get with Miro, and to get with me on WhatsApp, and then we can see how we can get funded, and you can allocate those funds to get started and working with Miro to coach you, and then working with Yogi, to get that framework going. So you're out to a great run. So yeah, again, I'm a divine wealth alchemist. I really appreciate you, Yogi, and thank you. Turn it back over to Miro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Amazing.
Chantel. Look at that.
So I love that share. I appreciate your wisdom and your questions. Empress, that was amazing. Let's give it up for Empress. So one of the things I saw, because Empress is amazing at third-party funding, business funding, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, that sounds amazing. Where do I find $5,000 for ads and or working with Yogi and all the good things?" And even the collaboration thing, where multiple people can pool resources. But look, we already have everything that you need. If you know how to serve clients effectively, I'm even thinking like we can run ads to the web Thursday to Thursday, and then put our star clients, our people whoever is ready, on a platform to be sort of referral partners, and so they get business as coaches and healers, so that we have this like ecosystem of constantly new attention coming in, and some of those people will want to work with, some will want to work with me, but some of them, need to work with somebody like a Laverne, or like a Connie, or like an Empress. And so I can see that. And for like the Laverne situation, Empress can probably hook you up with business funding. You'd be surprised what kind of abundance of resources are available. And the thing is with launching and verifying your offer is, if you have leads coming in, people like wanting to work with you because you have a successful ad campaign, it's like it's so easy to just like serve them and create an offer for them. Building an offer is actually the easy part. It's like attracting leads is actually the thing where now you have people raising their hands. They have this problem. They want help with it. Like, cool. I mean, I knowing you, Laverne, I've trained you in theta healing. I know you know how to shift some people's, beliefs and help them get clear and heal themselves. So there's a lot of opportunity for the conscious entrepreneurs and the healers right now to expand themselves and to serve other people. And whenever we show up in service, the universe has a way of responding, yes. So I acknowledge you, Yogi, for showing up here and sharing your gifts with us so generously, doing overtime, answering everybody's questions. Empress to show up with her divine wealth alchemy, and everybody contributing their wisdom and their questions. I am going to shut us down for today. If you want to continue with us on the journey, please subscribe on the YouTube channel, follow the Conscious Entrepreneur podcast, follow Yogi's journey. Yogi, please let us know where people can follow you. I know you shared your phone number and your
Yeah. I literally shared the phone number. I shared the Facebook, again, Calendly link. You guys can text me, or you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or just book a call with me for 10-15 minutes. And if you're really interested, because again, I will not like to hope on a like just waste the time and all that stuff for both of us. So yeah, I'll be happy to go forward from there.
amazing. So, with that said, we're going to shut it down. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you on the next one. And some of you, if you want to join us, we have like 3 spots left at the founding member rate for the Generational Worth Workshop. That includes the entire course. So, if you want to be part of us, let us know. And yeah, with massive gratitude. Oh, we have a resource, the presentation, right, Yogi? Are you sending this to our people? How can people access that?
Oh yeah, I'll send it to you, and then you can forward it to them through email or something. Or how does
Yeah.
it look?
If you want to put guide in the comments, we'll send you the guide, the entire
Yeah,
presentation.
I'll just put the link out here real quick.
Lovely. All right.
Yeah,
For our YouTube people, they won't see that. So I'll pass that on when
yeah,
you
yeah,
come a
yeah.
guide.
Sure. And
Amazing. So we're
again,
going to
if
shut it
you
down.
if you want to text me, you can just text me right now so that I'll save your number, and then we can go from there.
Perfect. So go ahead and shoot Yuri the text. Thank you all. Happy Black Friday. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Conscious Entrepreneur Podcast.
Yeah.
Peace. Say bye,
Yes.
y'all.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Yeah. Enjoy. Have a good night.